Welcome back to Pure Glass Podcast. This is my creative space where I keep things all the way transparent and give my deep dives and unpopular opinions on some of your favorite films. Ciao. First of all, I decided to get kind of cute for y'all today, so you better appreciate it, okay? I'm just a little happy because my food just got here and I cannot wait to smash, okay? It's been a very long day. I've been driving around all day, like just running errands and working. Doing this is therapeutic because I get to talk shit about some movies, get kind of cute, like this is needed, okay? And I cannot wait to eat. I cannot wait to eat my food. But I gotta do this first. So I think I'm gonna say Fridays for like my horror movie reviews because, child, I'm gonna say this every time if I have to. I love thriller horror movies. I just get excited with that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, not that excited. It keeps me on the edge of my seat. It's just really suspenseful and it draws my attention. And if I can't predict what's gonna happen, I'm really all in the movie. So that's just me. I love horror. But yeah, so in this video, I am gonna talk about Wishmaster. Okay, this is a classic horror movie from like the 90s, I believe. Let me double check. 'Cause I know they had like three or four of them. So Wishmaster came out in 97. Ciao. First of all, I saw this like way back in the day. I had to be like in elementary or middle school, okay? When I saw this movie, I was in tears. How can these people be so stupid? If someone comes up to you, okay, like that deep, creepy gremlin type voice, like if someone approaches you trying to solicit some wishes and services, would you take it? I just don't understand these characters. If someone came, I don't even like going around bums. Okay, sorry, I hate to be so heartless and uncouth, but I don't even like approaching homeless people. So if someone, I don't care how fancy you look, how put together you come off, if you got that voice, and then you just start asking me questions like, "What do you want to do to get rid of that problem?" Like, I'm not telling you. I just don't understand. So this movie was so damn funny. Um, let's start in like the first scene. I believe when like the scientist she had brought her friend that gym, and that girl was getting on my nerves too. Like I don't like how throughout the movie she was like going through seizures and phases because he kept granting wishes. Like I understand maybe that's her curse for touching the gym or rubbing it, whatever the fuck she did. But it was just annoying to see throughout that movie. Like every time he grants someone's wishes, she over there freaking out. Now, besides that, in the first scene, I think the gym exploded because he had applied heat or pressure to it. He did something. He cracked it open, and that's when the demon came out the gym, right? So when something, some demonic gremlin looking character is crawling on the ground towards you, I don't know about you, but I will find the strength to get the fuck up. Like I'm not gonna sit there and look at it and then start conversing with it. This guy was sitting there having conversations with the demon. He like, yeah, are you in pain? Do you want me to take that pain away? And he like, oh God, yes. What? You asking to die. It was just a point that people were so comfortable telling this creepy ass demon their wishes and their requests and just engaging in conversation with this weirdo. But I also want to get into another horror movie series because I think it's like three or four Wishmasters. So I want to get into another horror movie that had multiple films. And child, this one is called. So I got to talk about the Hatchet series. Now these films, literally, sometimes you just have to question the writing. Like, what type of drugs do these writers be on? Because to think of these movie lines, these storylines, to think of these characters, to really go in depth with how everything lays out, and then to bring these movies to life, like it's not even like the production and the direction; it's the writers. What do y'all be on? If y'all have seen the Hatchet series, you will know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. Like, this movie is so funny and stupid. So, first of all, it's about this fucking sloth looking monster, this deformed monster, who had an axe shoved in his head because he was trapped inside a shed. Like, when he was a kid, he was deformed and really ugly looking, and some kids was picking on him. And I think they set the shed on fire. He couldn't get out the shed, so his dad came and tried to set him free. And he was breaking the door down with an axe, and the axe or the hatchet got lodged into the boy's head, and so he died. But he comes alive and hunts the island and hunts people who comes near the shed or something like that. So the movie is about, and the storyline, because it's like three or four movies, the storyline of the movies is about constantly going back to this island, trying to find people that died, not believing that the hatchet guy is real, just to get fucked up and sliced up. Like, child, again, another Tubi movie. If you got the time, okay, if you're high as shit, watch it. It's funny as hell. Now, he looked like the Goonies, like that the foreign monster from the Goonies. And yeah, I just, this is something I had watched last year when my laptop had broke because I was making a bunch of content and my laptop broke, and it was, so I was trying to find something to free my time, and I had came across these movies. And so during that time of me being so depressed, because I have another channel where I do a lot of then and now videos and stuff. And so when my laptop broke, that put my channel on like a really, really, really long pause. I wasn't making as much money as I could have been making. I wasn't producing any videos. It was just a really like sad time for me. And this is other stuff that happened in my personal life in December as well. And so I came across these movies, and when I tell you, it just lifted my spirits because it's just the writing, and who thinks of this shit? It's so funny to me. You have to check it out. I'm gonna leave the link below to where you can watch these movies. They are so funny. If you like campy horror stories, or you know, Wishmaster, you gotta check it out. And I just discovered yesterday that there's gonna be a Twister remake that's coming out next month, and I'm super excited about that. Because I randomly thought about tornadoes yesterday. Random as hell. And I was like, so what if you're driving out of state and you're going through one of those, like, tornado zones, states and stuff, and you just so happen to encounter a storm and a tornado touched down? What do you do? And that's a question I legit had. And I started getting into a wormhole of like tornadoes. And then I realized, and I was like, you know what? Let me watch Twister. And I was wondering, like, why can't I watch it for free? This movie has always been like a free movie to watch for the most part. And I realized that it was trending. So I'm like, what's going on? I saw that they coming out with a modern remake of the movie, and I'm so excited. There are some movies that deserve to be remade because I feel like advanced technology nowadays will make it so much better. But you have to do it right. You have to have the right budget, and it has to make sense. Some movies, like I know they was talking about trying to remake Set It Off, that don't need to be redone. Leave it alone. It's perfect the way it is. It came out at the right time. It wasn't too old. You know, all the characters are relatable. I love that movie. I can't even do a deep dive on it because if I was in those situations, actually, I can't do a deep dive. They could have stopped at a certain point, but they had legit reasons for doing what they had did. So Lee set it off alone. You know, another movie that I want to talk about, you know, is the Scream film series. Now, child, I feel like Scream is probably one of those scary movies that actually got me into scary movies because I watched it when I was a kid. A lot of my movie experiences started when I was like a child because I don't know. But I watched Scream when I was like in elementary school for the first time. I was at my cousin's house and they had the lights off. And we watching this Scream movie and my mm-mm. At the time, child, I had nightmares. I was horrified. Okay, that was such a scary ass movie to me. But as I got older and as the films, as more and more films came out, what's up with Sydney's mom? Like, why? These are the questions that I have because it stopped getting scary as I got older and as more movies was released. Why is everyone so obsessed with Sydney's mom? Like, was she that much of a home wrecker? She just got everyone pissed the fuck off? Like, what's up with this town? What's up with these people? And why they all connected some way to Sydney? Like, and it's not even her, it's her mother. Or if it's not her mother, it's Billy. Like they really be reaching with the storyline, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch it anyways because I love Scream. But it makes you wonder, like, dang, was her cootie cat that strong? She got all y'all pressed years later. And then poor Sydney, this girl can't catch a break because every time she goes somewhere, someone's stalking her, popping up at her house, calling her from some weird number. She came into a hotline job to help people because you got people prank calling her. Like, damn, I feel so sorry for that girl that she was born into a crazy ass situation. Her mom was a fucking homewrecker. And unbeknownst to her, she over here sleeping with Billy, who is traumatized from his family breakup due to Sydney's mom. So it's so much like if I was her, I would regret ever meeting Billy. I would be mad at my parents. Like I would just have so many questions and just be filled with so much anger because I can't get freedom and peace anywhere because y'all are all mad about something that happened 20 plus years ago. Then you got people trying to make a movie about what traumatized me and what killed all my friends. Like that is just sick. This town is sick. Even though it's crazy because that's what happens in real life. Like you got a lot of serial killers, you know, slicing people, kidnapping kids, skinning people, and doing all types of weird shit. And then years later, we ended up watching like a documentary or a movie about it. So it happens in real life, but it's how soon everything happened. Like I feel like within a year of her losing her friends to the ghost face dude and them discovering so many people at the school getting cut up, they want to make a movie about it like it's funny. That's not funny. What's wrong with these people? So if I was Sydney Child, I would flee the planet because you can't get peace nowhere. Like, damn. I guess they're making another Scream movie, and I'm just curious to see who is going to be the killer now and what is his storyline. If the new killer is a family of people that was connected to Billy or has some type of vengeance against Sydney's mom, I'm gonna just cut the TV off. Child, you know what? I love Scream, but there's just certain things just don't be making sense. And honestly, because I'm kind of bored, I might just go ahead and watch Scream after this. It's like fuck it. But I don't want this video to get too long. Let me know your thoughts on this deep dive. Let me know if y'all seen all the Scream films up to date. Let me know if you've seen the Hatchet series. And let me know if you've seen the Wishmaster movies because they're all interesting and kind of funny. So if you're into horror, let me know and leave a comment below. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.